Hey, hello, and welcome to this new edition of your favorite show in the world, in the universe, Guitar Chat. And as you know already, Guitar Chat's brought to you by Vega-Trem, the best tremolo systems in the universe, in the planet, in this wonderful world we all live in or on. I don't know. Are you subscribed to our channel? If you're not, now you have a few seconds to do so. I'll see you later. Okay, I hope you're already subscribed, because if you are, the only thing you need to do, the only other thing you need to do to enter our wonderful t-shirt giveaway is to write a comment on any of our broadcasts. Like this one, you can say hello, you can say how wonderful our trems are, you can say how much you like this show, whatever you want. Just by doing that, just by being subscribed, or just by liking our Facebook page as well, you can enter our t-shirt giveaway. Now I'm gonna say the name of last show's winner. His name is Emmanuel B. Emmanuel B, thank you for participating, and you've been the winner. So we're gonna get in touch with you and send you one of these wonderful Vega-Trem t-shirts to your place, to your home. Also, as I always say, we have our discount code that's gonna be displayed here at the bottom side of the screen at any moment of the show. So that's why you need to be aware, you need to be ready to see the discount code. Once you know it, you can go to our website, and by the time you check out, just type the code and you're gonna get a 15% off on all your purchases, which is amazing. Bear in mind, this code is gonna be available for 7 days right after the broadcast of this show. So you have a whole week to make your purchase. Also, we have our Vega-Trem challenge. Hey, are you a guitar player? Do you wanna be part of the Vega-Trem family? If you do, I've got good news for you. I'm proud to introduce the Vega-Trem challenge. Each month, we're gonna prepare a phrase for you to learn. It can be a lick, it can be a phrase, it can be a riff. We want you to learn it and play it at your own style. We want you to be yourself. Once you learn it, you need to record your video and send it to us. Once you've created your jam, send us your video and you will participate in our monthly contest. Here are the requirements. Follow us on Instagram, tag us on your video, and use the hashtag Vega-Trem challenge. Each time we publish our podcast Guitar Chat, we will reveal the name of the winner. And if you're the winner, we're gonna send you one of these wonderful VT1s completely free. Okay, let's go! Okay, that's the Vega-Trem challenge. And now I'm gonna say the name of last challenge winner. Thank you, by the way, to everybody who participated. Thank you so much. Little by little, we're making this bigger and bigger, and I'm very, very happy about it. So the winner is, I don't know how to pronounce this name, I'm sorry. D&D Aska LND. Well, congratulations, you've been the winner. So again, we're gonna get in touch with you and send you our wonderful VT1 to your place, to your home, to your house. For the rest of you guys, please keep participating. And now, this time, we have a very, very special guest doing the Vega-Trem challenge, one of our Vega-Trem artists. His name is Chris Garcia, Chris Horizons. And he did an amazing, amazing job. So if you are brave enough, you're gonna learn this lick and send it to us. Check it out. Okay, and now without further ado, let's talk about today's interview. We had the pleasure of spending some time sharing some conversation with Mr. Avi Shabat from Shabat Guitars. He's the CEO, owner, founder, guitar builder. He makes amazing guitars. People as important as Dweezil, Zappa, and Justin Derrico, they're among the proud owners of Shabat Guitars. And if I were you, I wouldn't miss any opportunity to check them out because they're amazing instruments. All handmade, custom made as well. And little by little, he's becoming a very important brand. So this is the conversation we had with him. Check it out, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna appreciate this. Okay, here we are in another edition of this show, Guitar Chat. This time with Mr. Avi Shabat from Shabat Guitars. Welcome, Avi, and thank you so much for being here, doing this with us. How are you today?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me. Yeah, been great.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, I mean, we've seen you and we've met you. I mean, a long time ago already, right? How long ago did we start having a relationship? I'm not sure about that.
I don't know. I think a good. Yeah, I want to say 7 years or something, maybe more. I'm not sure. Am I
Wow.
right?
So I don't know. I mean, almost
Maybe
from the
that-
big, almost from the beginning. Were you there in NAM 2019 at the NAM show when we were downstairs?
Yeah.
Is
Yes.
that
Even later than that. Then yeah.
okay? Okay, so is that when you met us? Probably, yeah, right?
I
I don't
think
know.
so. I think
Okay.
so. Nams are always such a blur for me. Like I don't know. Nam ends and I'm like, I would these days I would ask people, did I see you at Nam?
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah,
Terrible.
it's crazy for me. The problem is that I don't know which one it is, because sometimes I see people, yeah, I know I met you at NAM, but I don't remember if it was 2021, 2023, 2024. So for me it's complicated. Anyway, it's we're so happy to have this relationship with you because, for instance, this last edition of the NAM show, we had one of your guitars at the booth. And let me tell you, it was one of the favorite guitars for everybody who came by the booth. You guys make amazing instruments, and we were lucky enough to have one. And
Yeah.
everybody was really happy with it. How do you do it, man?
Yeah, everybody asks. I don't know. You just do what you do, and I think yeah, it's a combination of combination of getting really good people together with a lot of passion,
Okay.
sticking to our formula, and selecting all the good ingredients.
Yeah.
Like good woods, Vega-Trems, and
Of
all
course.
that stuff, and yeah, it seems to work great. And it's important, like I said, always in many interviews, it's important to listen to the professionals that actually are going to play your instruments and
Yeah.
make sure that they're happy, and not just have them telling you they're happy and then maybe they're not. So you gotta take any criticism seriously and just evolve all the time.
Are you usually very hard on yourself? You try to always push it to the next limit?
Yeah, I'm very hard on myself. It's it's kind of funny. I started hiring my wife now in the shop, and she's like, "I had no idea that you're so fanatic about every little thing."
Okay. Oh.
In her mind, I was just going there throwing things together. Yeah, I'm
And now that you guys are working together, she's realizing how obsessive you can be.
yeah, and it's it's a blessing and a curse, I guess.
Oh yeah, of course. Yes, totally.
Yeah,
How did
absolutely.
you start? How did you start making making guitars, getting involved into this?
So my story started in Israel, where I'm from,
Okay.
and I had a guitar that I needed to fix, and I found this guy who started he was going to start a luthery school in Israel, the first luthery school in Israel.
Okay.
I got really excited, and I told him, sign me up, and whenever it's open, I'm in.
Yeah.
And I went to that school, and it was beautiful. It was like a whole year of us, small group creating guitars and designing guitars together,
Uh-huh.
and it was great. I made a bass then, and that's it. I got really hooked, and then I started accumulating tools in my own house and building a little shop.
Okay.
Yeah, and at a certain point, I came to LA to visit, and I talked to a friend, and he floated the idea of me moving here and trying my luck here if this is what I really wanted to do. At the time, I was also a sound engineer by
Okay.
trade. So
Oh,
and then
so
I came here. I decided to come here, and from here I just started apprenticing for every guitar shop in town where we were
uh-huh.
taking me, and then I apprenticed for a guitar company, and then later on started my own. That's the short version of the story.
Got it. Got it. So what made you move to the States was guitar building and all that? Is that what
Yeah,
the main
you know,
reason?
yeah, it
Okay.
was just like it felt at the time that I kind of got stuck in a very comfortable place
Okay.
back home,
Mm-hmm.
and I felt like there's not a lot of room for me to grow from where I was,
I understand. Okay.
and it was really hard at the time to like getting parts for everything, and just it was I never really like to think of where I am today. I never thought that day will actually come, that I will be having my own brand and my own, in my head it was like, I just want to have like a little small corner where I could just build a guitar once,
Got it. Yeah.
just to have it, but then it
Yes.
turned into that. So
Uh-huh. So when did you realize that instead of just a builder, you became a brand? Because now you're a brand, right? Shabat Guitars is a brand, and it's getting bigger and bigger as time goes by, right? When did you realize it wasn't just you anymore?
well, I don't know if I still realize it.
Okay. So you still consider yourself like a builder, like a small builder, perhaps?
Yeah, I still consider myself, I think, the way I view myself, it's kind of like that.
I
I know,
understand.
I know, I know. Maybe the brand is more recognizable than before,
Yeah.
and all that. But yeah, I mean, it's funny. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's we're in a point where we want to see how it evolves and where we can take it without sacrificing quality and all that. So I'm in a crossroads right now as well.
I understand. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Seems
yeah,
like seems like the price to pay to become bigger for all builders is to start. I don't want to say using like cheaper materials,
Mm,
but in the end, seems like that's the trend to go, right? Do you think you have the possibility of keeping the same quality of craftsmanship and become bigger? Do you think that's difficult?
I think it's difficult if you really try and grow rapidly.
Got it. I understand.
Uh, yeah, and it's the guys that work with me are people that it's not that easy to find these guys.
I understand.
They have to be really passionate about this, and it feels like there's less and less people that would want to go and do this kind of work these days.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but
Okay.
That's what it feels. And I cannot just bring anybody to the team. Everybody that comes to this team needs to be 100% driven by guitars. They're all playing guitars or
Uh-huh.
bass, whatever. They play better than me usually,
Okay.
and they're very passionate about it. And that's the only way for you to create something that people resonate with. It's just the love and attention that you give to the crafting of the instrument will shine through to the artist. It's just there's no way around it. So you'll feel it right away. So
Yeah.
you can hire a lot of people that will do little things, and I feel like that will take away from the end result uh, in a way. So it's a tricky thing to balance and juggle.
Understand. Understand. How many people do you have at your shop right now?
We are a total of five.
Five. Wow, it's still a
Yeah, very small.
very small thing.
Yeah,
But I mean, I see how we met at the NAM show. I've seen you there all these years, and seems like it's getting bigger and bigger. And also, you have like great, amazing artists in your roster already. Like Dweezil, Zappa, like Justin Derrico. You know, how did you make the connection with them? How did they, get involved with your brand?
it's yeah, that's another thing that it's funny because I feel like being in Los Angeles, as much as it's everybody now is saying how much of a problematic city it is for a lot of reasons, for
Yeah.
price of living. A lot of people are leaving. All the other stuff that we went through. But
Hmm.
the reality is, like, when you're here and you're close to everybody that are hardly working in this industry, most of them are here, and it really helps with getting those connections
Okay.
and being more accessible to each other. Like, I can drive to Dweezil now, it'll take me 20 minutes, and I can drive to his house and we can stream ideas, and back and forth we can work. I don't think remotely would be as comfortable.
Yeah.
And same with Justin, same with other artists and YouTubers and all that. A
Yeah.
lot of them are here, and that helps. But it's definitely, there's a lot of the personal connection that I this is like my thing. Like, I really do like, as a part of, as much as I love the building parts, I do love the connection with the artists. To me, they're like friends and family,
Yeah.
and and you know, and then we can do great things together. We don't have any, it's not even like business like for me,
Understand.
even though
Okay.
there is business behind it. But it's a lot more like, yeah, let's create something great together. So yeah, that came pretty naturally. But to say that I wasn't kind of shocked that all of a sudden a lot of people that I just totally admire are taking a chance on a small brand like ours, and like just honestly raving about it and saying how much they love what we do.
Uh-huh.
And they have all the options in the world to go with the big guys.
Of course.
So it's very, very crazy to me, and I always I have to pinch myself to realize that. But I mean, I now really believe that I guess we're making something special, because otherwise, I mean, yeah,
I can tell you for sure, for a fact, that you guys are making really, really special things because, again, last year we had, your guitar at the booth, and everybody was like, "Wow, what is this, man? This guitar is amazing. This guitar really, really rocks," and everybody was very happy, myself included as well. They're amazing, amazing instruments, and I'm pretty sure it must be an amazing journey, from the moment you choose the right woods for a guitar until you see the very same chunk of wood, in the shape of a guitar on top of a big stage on an arena, maybe in the hands of Justin, playing for Pink, or other things that, or Dweezil, or other people that are using your instruments. It must be something very, very special, right? When you see them and when you hear the music they're doing through your instrument, right?
Yeah, that's definitely the cherry on top. Like, I got to see my guitars playing in like big arenas and big venues,
Uh-huh.
and it's crazy, like, to see the guitars on, Hollywood Bowl and Greek Theater, or Dodger Stadium, places like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
next week is gonna be our guitar's gonna be on Jimmy Fallon. It's been on
Yeah.
Kimmel, been on all the late night shows. Um, it's amazing. It's absolutely crazy, and it just, that makes it so much more worth it. Just to get that recognition. It's a legacy. I love it.
Yeah, that's probably worth all the issues and all the problems that you might find along the way, right? When you finally see something like that, it's like, wow, it all was worth it. I
Yeah,
guess, right?
it's a if for builders like me that are very, very specific, and there are builders that are really a lot more specific.
Yeah.
Uh, you know, they almost cannot allow anybody else coming in and take part of the creation. I
Okay.
mean, it's very it's a very, I don't know if it's egotistical, but it's very personal thing that a lot of people struggle with. It's the big struggle, I think, of luthiers. It's just like they cannot necessarily have other people helping them. It's hard to bring people. So, coming to this realization that, with all the problems that you're going to have with bringing people on that are going to maybe leave at some point, and then you have to retrain, and it's like it's always a constant thing
Got
when
it.
you build something to that level. But yeah, it's either those two options. It's either you stay alone and you build them slowly by yourself, or
Yeah.
you try to pick it up a little bit. But yeah,
Got
either
it.
way, it's always a struggle for builders. It's never an easy thing. There's so many bumps in the road. But yeah, just having those moments, those highlights, it's well worth it. And getting those texts from everybody saying, "I just bought that guitar. I want to tell you this is the most amazing thing ever."
Yeah.
People are inspired, and seeing what people can do with them. It's the special part of everything. I look for that.
When you're building a guitar for a specific artist, do you try to understand their music, their way of playing, or do you just make what you think it's gonna work, and then roll the dice and see if they resonate with that, if they like it, or you, I don't know, or when you're building the guitar for someone in particular, you change certain things with their taste on mind.
Yeah, so I'm very, very open to all the input that I get from artists, and um, and usually the big guys, the guys who've been around, like Justin and Dweezil, they know exactly what they like.
Yeah.
Uh, so they'll come and say, "I want this and this and this and that," and they might not know about certain limitations that I can present to them.
Okay.
But other than that, they pretty much know what they want, and pretty quick we can get the result that they want. In a lot of cases, there will be the guitar that I personally would not completely resonate with as far as um, my playing style, but
Got it.
that means that they can push that guitar to do what they want it to do
Yeah.
because they know how to do it.
Yes.
and Dweezil is a great example of that. I think Dweezil's guitar is a fighter, is more of a fighter guitar. It's very
Yeah.
rough around the edges. It's a body mount, very kind of caveman-y in a way, EVA style.
Yeah.
But to see Dweezil play that thing and all the sounds and all the cool things that he can do with it, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And same with Justin. Yeah, in a lot of cases they know what they want. In some cases we give them ideas. We tell them what tone woods will get them what, and what hardware will get them what they want. And then in some cases we'll need a few revisions until we do it. Yeah.
You guys go many times back and forth, like I don't like this, please change this other thing, let's modify the neck a little bit, it's a little thin, it's a little too fat, things like that, or not really? Do they have it really specific what they want already?
So let's give you an example. On the new Justin Derrico we just made, he wanted the Vega-Trem.
Yeah.
But I really like the snake head, and I want to keep the snake head.
Yeah.
And I told him, I think we're gonna have some tuning issues, even though the Vega is very stable.
Yeah.
You might have tuning issues with the D and the Gs because they have a little bit of a break.
Got it.
Let's try it anyway. So I said, okay, let's try it anyway. We tried it. It was there, but not 100%.
Got it.
So I told him, there's not a lot of other options because you cannot put a locking nut.
Yeah.
So we had to go to 6-in-line, and then everything worked out perfectly. So it's a compromise that we had to take, for example. But I actually think at the end of the day that guitar turned out really nice, really cool looking.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. And I talked to Justin in this last NAMM show. I came by your booth and he was there, and he told me the same story. The Snakehead was the first prototype of his guitar with the Vega-Trem, but you guys had to change to the 6-in-line, But I really love the Snakehead thing that you do, with the guitars that you. I mean, probably you have the first teles in mind when you decided to do that design, perhaps.
Yeah, my beginning story was funny because I have a friend, a good old friend, Gonzalo Vergara, and when I just started my shop, I was just doing repairs. He told me, "Do you want to build me a Snakehead telly?" Because he really wanted one. I said, "Sure, I'll charge you like $1,000." So I started designing it and built him the first Shabat guitar.
Oh, so the very first Shabat guitar is the Snakehead telly?
Yes.
Wow.
And it was a direct copy of the old prototype. So I made like a real square control plate with 2 knobs. And the neck, I think, didn't have a truss rod, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta double check.
Wow. So was it the guitar that was called Broadcaster instead of Telecaster? Okay. Okay.
So my friend lives in Argentina, in Buenos Aires.
Okay.
We went to visit him, me and my wife and my son, and the guitar is hung in his mom's living room, and that's Shabat number 1 with my son.
Ah, awesome! That's wonderful, man. That's wonderful. Okay, so he has it there in Argentina.
Yeah.
Wow, that is wonderful, man.
Yeah, it used to have only single bridge pickup, and then we added like a Charlie Christian in the neck. And
okay, that's so cool.
That's how it started.
Man, that's wonderful. This is something that I always like to ask to any builder, any luthier. On an electric guitar, how much percentage of tone is in the wood as opposed to in the pickups? How much percentage would you say is the wood?
I think, well, I think a good 70%.
70% is the wood for, in your opinion?
It's not just the wood; it's the construction itself.
Got
Yeah.
it. So tell me, like, for instance, whether if the guitar's bolt on as opposed to a glued neck or things like that, or maybe the construction of the neck or the wood of the neck as well.
Yeah, I think the wood selection itself and the stability of the neck, the construction of the neck, and the density of the body.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's a combination of installation of parts and quality of parts. So yeah, I would say probably between 50 actually to 70%. Then you have frets, you have hardware, you have
Yeah.
all that stuff adds on as well. But yeah, I think bottom line is, for a guitar to sound a little above just a few pieces screw on together,
Okay.
the set and then the construction is it's a big deal.
Cool. Also, I remember when I was a kid, when I started playing,
Hmm.
for some reason, some people around me told me that heavy guitars sounded better than light guitars.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on that?
Um, it's 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 it I cannot really I didn't do a lot of experimentation with it, but there are the cases where a heavy guitar would sound great.
Okay.
Uh, like Justin Prototype was funny enough. It was I think it sounded a little darker, and it was because I think his body was a little heavier than usual
Oh, okay.
because it was a prototype. And
Yeah.
that was like a real stretch for us this year. We had to finish a lot of things pretty
Uh-huh.
fast. Um, so I wonder if that's what really happens in a lot of cases. Maybe only with mahogany, but yeah, it's not necessarily that a heavy guitar would not sound good. It's not always the case.
Well, I
But
can tell you for sure because I've got a very, very heavy Les Paul. Sounds amazing, but I cannot play it, because
yeah,
my back would give up on me,
yeah,
But
that's
sounds amazing.
the problem.
That's the
Like,
problem. It's too
want to
heavy,
pick it up. Yeah,
Huh?
it can sound amazing, but if you don't want to pick it up, that's a problem.
Yeah, that's another thing, probably maybe light guitars, uh, regardless of if they sound better or worse, you're gonna pick them up more often for
Yeah.
obvious reasons, because they're more comfortable to play, and that's also something very, very important. Okay, so we're gonna finish soon. Tell me, what are your I don't know, your goals in 3, 4, 5 years from now? What's the future like for Shabat Guitars?
I think this year we'll have to expand our operations.
Okay.
That's where things are looking. We
Mhm.
came back from them, and the demand was almost doubled.
Wonderful.
So yeah, we're working towards finding a place right now.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, I mean, we are not in. We're not really thinking about something gigantic. We're thinking about just increasing the numbers. I think right now we're about 300 or something guitars a year, maybe a little less even.
Okay.
So we're trying to double it, and maybe triple it in the next 3 years.
Wonderful.
So that's the mission. Uh, yeah, it's like I said, it's a difficult thing to do in LA because with the inflation and everything,
Yeah.
it's you know, you want to pay your guys as much as you can, and you don't, on the other hand, you don't want to increase prices too much.
Yes.
So it's a
It's always a balance, right? You need to
yeah,
have. It's
yeah,
also probably it's always a good thing to have the made in USA label on your products as well, right?
yeah,
But of course that comes at a cost, and it's it's more complicated. Yeah. But I mean, you have the most important thing, which is uh, top-notch quality. Design. We haven't talked about design, but your guitars, the design of your guitars, it's a very, very cool thing as well. You come up with this sometimes these relic things, and also the paint job that you have is very, very cool as well. And that's another really, really important thing nowadays, right?
yeah. I always try to think of the design as something that will, in a way, complement the classic,
Okay.
and I don't like anything that looks too outrageous or too kind of out of balance in a way. So I try to keep everything with the right golden ratios,
Yeah.
and I do like curves, and I do like symmetry.
Yeah.
So I keep a lot of that.
Okay.
I do like simplicity, and I also like to have some fun with things like like we did some guitars for Thailand with Lego characters in the cavities and
Cool. Yeah.
translucent guitars. So we try to make it fun and cool, and a lot of people like us for the reason that they can really customize a lot of things, and they can have their own personality shine through that. So a lot
Uh-huh.
of people really go deep into exactly what they want, because we don't even have like a chart of colors. It's pretty much whatever color you want we can
Okay.
make. So it's and yeah, and there's a lot of other customizable things that we can make. So
Mhm.
it makes it fun, and every guitar that comes out, there's just, oh, this is cool, this is unique, this is different, this is, and then you get more and more ideas, so it kind of fuels itself, and
Wonderful.
so yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
so
That
a
is
lot is coming on.
That is great, man. That's wonderful.
Yeah,
Okay, Abby, thank you so much for doing this. Thank you so much for
but
participating in Guitar Chat. This is our humble show, and it's I mean, since you guys are Vega-Trem friends, we love to have our friends at the show, and hopefully we're gonna see each other next year at the next edition of the NAM show. We will be there for sure. You'll be there too, right?
yes, I'm 100% gonna be there. Yeah,
Wonderful.
well,
Wo-
yeah,
Wonderful. Yeah, well, we're gonna see each other there. And again, thank you so much. And I wish you nothing but the best for you personally and for your company, for your brand. I'm gonna leave the link to shabatguitars.com here at the description of this video, so you guys can see what this man does. If you guys don't know the brand, you guys are gonna love it, I'm pretty sure. And if you guys are lucky enough to try one of Avi's guitars, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be blown away by them. So don't miss the opportunity. So this has been Guitar Chat. Till next time, be safe, be happy, and play a lot your guitar. Bye
thank you.
bye.
Bye bye.